Hey guys, it's nice to see you again. I'm Gerewolf, and today we are continuing to see Skylines 2 New Venture as I am getting closer to next levels and making more of the city. We'll be focusing on a train service in this next city and also getting this town really far expanded. But let's get straight into the video. Alright, so it's been a while since last time. City has really got some pretty good expansions on, and yeah, I guess we'll just continue with what we were doing last time, which is we were trying to work on downtown, which buildings keep abandoning, I think, because I don't have any way for citizens to get into the city. But that is no problem. If I just take a look at our development tab, I can see what I can do to help this current situation. We do have trains available, so I might be able to use that to our advantage. Let's hear. Is there any train tracks on this map? Let's peruse the place, see if we can find any. I found some, but they're outside the outskirts of the city. It probably would be helpful as we could get new people coming from outside the city coming into the city, but I don't know if we want to work with that just yet. I do have 37 tiles to access, so maybe it's a good idea that we access these tiles right now so we can start accessing that area of the city. And then I do want to start building over here soon, so I'm just gonna go ahead and expand that area. So something I learned recently is that obviously taxing is very important when it comes to the city, but you want to make sure to give tax breaks to those who are in lower class, and I usually try to give a slight tax hike for the upper class just so we can make more money off it. It's just to help with the current situation, and while I'm at it, wheat production seems to be like the most important production mechanism. Now that we have some more tiles, we can start figuring things out. I do want to get a train system through the city. How am I gonna do that? That I'm not so sure about. We're gonna figure it out. Good news is, by the looks of it, all over the place, I've left some wiggle room, but the problem is you need this giant rail yard in order to begin it. So we're gonna wait on that for a second. Until then, I might as well expand some of our districts so we can get more of the satisfaction that these citizens need of certain needs, such as people want to live here and people need jobs. So what are we gonna do? We're gonna satisfy that. Now the problem is this bridge needs to be created. Ooh, that lump, that's just so lovely. Let me smooth that out a little bit just so it's not as ugly. Let's face it, that looks bad. What? That stupid thing. Is there even a tool to make it so it selects a certain area to terraform? Because like to a certain level, because right now the only ability I have is to terraform it to the current, I have to make sure I'm being careful with what I'm terraforming to. Okay, first off, that's not in water. Are you referring to this part being in water? Let's see what I can do. Okay, no more parking. I know. Boo, no parking. Like, invalid shape. Are you kidding me? Sometimes the bulldozing in this game is kind of weird with its system. I really hope it's something to do with that. Like, it's just that it's a little, like, it's a nuisance. It's bothersome. It doesn't work sometimes. And it makes me mad. There, we got the bridge fixed, and now I gotta fix this street before all these people yell at me. Hang on, let me see what I could do. Will that fix your problem? Okay, it just screwed up their homes a little bit. And this apartment building is just gonna be one, so I'll just get rid of these to fix that problem. And then they need these to be hooked up to the tram lines, or else those will not function. This is why I always keep the game paused when I'm doing big projects like this, or else we're going to be in deep trouble. Why can't you form a turn there? We're just going to have to go with what we have right now. Meanwhile, people are going to complain about that parking lot I got rid of, so I probably want to get that back. Oh, yeah, I might want to upgrade this. How's this district doing, by the way? Did we? Yeah, I'm just checking. Okay. Oh, something cool is actually, these are saplings that start at the building, so they'll grow over time. I noticed that in my other cities. I'm like, that's so cool. Downtown, it's going to be a while before it's the way I want it, and that's specifically because of we need more citizens coming into the city and needing somewhere to live. That's why we wanted to expand this way. So I think we should start by making that rail yard. I need to make the rail yard, and the thing is, the subway stations also require a rail yard, but they need to be able to connect to the subway system, so I think it's best if we put the rail yard on this side of the city. A little closer, right there. Now we need to hook this place up not only to the road, but we also got to hook up to the train track. So I'm gonna get it hooked up there first, and then we'll focus on it. All right. Now that we got the railway actually hooked up, now I just need to get this hooked up to the roadway so that way vehicles can reach this building. So I'm just going to go ahead and we are going to snap that to the building. Oh, it's spring now. That means it's going to start, temperature is going to start increasing and we'll no longer have snow on the ground. Aw. Kind of sad because the snow helped me see at night for the time being. So this will just be a temp road. Odds are it will change with the future because you never know. City will meet different demands, it will expand, and we're going to need to have different things. Also, I was playing by myself earlier on one of the cities I'm working on that's almost close to becoming my first ever Megalopolis. But the problem I had is that, well, you'll get an emergency. They mentioned that disasters will have emergency broadcasts, which I love because I love that from the previous game. And the problem I have with the game is that we get I think there might be a thing thing that I need to fix, which is we get emergency broadcasts for if there's a tree on fire, you know, to indicate like, oh, forest fire, make sure that people don't get hurt. But the problem is that's the only thing we get an emergency broadcast for. That and like water supply issues, like if the water is contaminated. When I had a tornado literally in downtown, not only did the disaster prevention center I had not go off, but there was also no emergency broadcast, which kind of ticked me off a little bit. Also the fact that it was like completely sunny, and I'm like, seriously, City Skylines, can you please fix this? Because like that's kind of immersion breaking. Like it's not funny, it's not fun. But let's not be Debbie Downers. For now, I need to work on my train system. Okay, I gotta figure this out, how the why I want it. I'm trying to put this close to the highway so we can be able to hook that up. Alrighty. Then we need to smooth it out because let's face it, that looks awful with the hills. Smooth it out, smooth it out, smooth it out. There we go. Got our first train stop. Now I just need to figure out how I want to design this. So we have the train station over here. I do want to get people on the other side of the island. Well, it's not really an island. You know what I mean. It won't really fit down. Ooh, it could fit here. Problem is, it's kind of tight. That'll give people a new... Whoa, that really made people happy. We'll get one there. And then we'll continue adding more to the line later. So now that we have our design figured out, I just need to get these hooked up to the main city line. Almost there. It's gotta get hooked up to the main line. Eventually I'll make this more pretty and, you know, get more lines hooked up to it. But for right now, we're just sticking with getting these two major lines hooked up for now. There, I've made 3 lines. So what you saw is that you have to connect export lines to the outskirts of the city, which are provided. You'll find them once you're in the mode setting them up. But I've set up 3 lines, 2 which are exporting and traveling to each stop, while the other one's just a simple in-city line. And hopefully that means we'll be seeing the rail... Oh, here they are. They might be in a little bit of a standstill for a minute. They're coming out of the rail yard and they're beginning their route into the city. Let's see how this looks. Yeah, the hills were not exactly helpful in making this design. Obviously, we're not going to have very many people for the time being riding this line. All right, so now we have a proper rail line hooked up. It means more people will be using it in the city, which could probably help with a lot of these traffic jam issues. Speaking of which, did I ever name my bus stop systems? I did not. I will note that for the future. Yeah, now that we have that line, I can start focusing on getting other aspects of the city developed. Just to make things easier, no crosswalks and no traffic lights. Just to make things easier for this cool idea. I want to see what we can do with this. Hopefully it can help us split this off into different directions and, you know, really make an effective system for this. And now that we have that, we can work with it. I think this is going to be really cool once we get this fully operational. But yeah, we're going to be developing this part of the island and really just getting some more development brought over here. Good news is I can easily just replace the road to make it go back the right direction, because right now we're obviously using the wrong direction. Oh good, snow's melting. That means spring is officially here. But yeah, all I gotta do is just upgrade this thing. Oh, I don't have lock mode on. Turn that on, just be safe. How's the snow going throughout the city? Is it all melting or is just the coastline melting right now? No, it's melting. It's just taking a really long time to melt. You'd think somewhere in the city it would start melting. It significantly helped the situation make it melt faster. We were just working on the brand new district. Let me see what I could do with this area. But yeah, first I just want to make like this kind of... I treat it like it's a highway going around this specific part of the island just to make it easier for citizens. It probably wouldn't be a bad idea to invest in like a major road to help connect these two. Just drag it across to pretty much the entire island. I feel like that'd be very beneficial and a good way to connect them up. So then comes designing like the main area. First off, we should probably I have a hard time deciding on all this. Trying to figure out what we want to do with this neighborhood. And that's what's going to make it more difficult to figure out. We do that, and there goes all my vision to be able to see at night. Oh well, it just means it's spring anyway. I'll speed this up so you guys don't have to sit through me trying to figure everything out the way I want it. I think I got some pretty good areas this develop. I need to get shelters just in case of anything there to happen. I should eventually do that. Yeah, now we have another neighborhood developed, so now I just gotta start zoning it the way we need it. These kind of homes are, looks like row housing's needed. Let's start with getting those zoned in. Then we can put some commercial here, some commercial here, offices we could put along this strip, and we got a signature building. I'll go ahead and place that in a second. Which one's the office signature building? This one's the new signature building. This can go in here just to help out with the area. We'll put in the last few commercial here just to help out. And then the rest of this has to be regular housing because people are demanding that we get regular housing in the neighborhood. There, and we'll see what this neighborhood will do. Hopefully we can see it in the morning because it's right now 1 a.m. I gotta wait for daytime. Good news, it's helping combat some of these issues we are experiencing, and I'm hoping downtown will also help combat. We're gonna need to expand the industrial district if we want to help keep employment up, especially with this new neighborhood coming in. That's gonna be especially a big thing we gotta work on. Sorry about saying especially a little too much. Painter's Mansion, that'll be fun to build. We're almost enough to build this. Yeah, we're unlocking a lot of these apartment buildings. I think the one that's gonna be hardest is the level 5 buildings because those are really hard to get. You need rail mass for this one? Server farms? Wow. A lot of requirements to get some of these special buildings. I wanted to operate in this district, so we'll make one soon in the morning when I can actually see. So what was I saying? Okay, let's see. What do people say right now? High crime is a serious problem. Right now we have 3 police stations, and it's probably not a bad idea to get another one around here just to help fight crime. Let's face it, citizens don't like crime. I should know. I am a citizen of a city. We all are, and we don't like crime. So now we just need to, basically, I kind of need to wait till daytime if I want to build anything, because I literally cannot see. I won't be able to see. I just cannot see. Is that the Northern Lights? Aw, Northern Lights, pretty. Sorry, that was a little sidetrack there. Let's see how many people are using that new transportation system we implemented. Wow, we got 555 citizens using the new public transportation system of train. That's good to see. I want people to use it because it's going to help us out significantly. How busy does the train station look right now? We got a few people. I could also set a parking fee. Might as well set that just to make things a little more helpful when tourists park here, because I don't want them getting off scot-free. Oh, this just allows me to see it. I was like, does that turn them on and off? Okay, now that it's daytime, I can actually see, and we can keep expanding this wondrous area that I'm planning. Wonder when the citizens will move in here. It's going to be a hot minute till that happens, most likely. We're going to need to go over the highway with this one. Maybe make an on-ramp, possibly. I don't know. We'll have to see what happens. I'm just trying to get this area ready to be a new neighborhood for the city. Do I have sports parks? I do, because I feel like they need a park over here. Ooh, what if we put like a park along the riverbed? If I can only do that. Put it here. Now let's figure out how to get the roads hooked up. Okay, this is not going to be easy. All right, there's the road. Then we just need to, there. I think that's a pretty idea, like making an overlook at the water. I mean, think about it. Think about sitting here in this park and seeing that. That's pretty. I really think that's a smart idea to have the park right there, because then people can view the beautiful side of the city. Some more commercial here to help out. Oh, we unlocked this Streamline Diner. Why don't I build that? Let's put this somewhere where it's kind of like, because I feel like it'd be cool to have it like be like a classic roadside diner, kind of like in an empty area there for your assistance. I don't want to put it on a big road. We'll if we have farmland, that'd be perfect to build. Ooh, we have some over here that on the cells I unlock. Go me, look at me unlocking cells that are important. We already have timber. Not really any ore deposits, coal deposits. Nope. It'd be best if we did farming. And we need a lot of wheat, so let's see what we can do. Let's expand in the adding some agriculture to the city. Only I could have the fertile land map pulled up so I can see where it is. We're gonna extend this way so we can have more space for all that fertile land. And just for fun, I always try to make good, decent squares with this. That way it's for easy organization. We're gonna need livestock because that's also a very popular one right now. I will try to get one of everything at first, so that way we can start by solving those commercial needs first, and then we can start focusing on like producing things that are needed. Oh, that angle's like off by a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna change your angle. There we go. I wanted you two to line up. There's a lot of fertile land out here, so this is the perfect opportunity for some good farming. We don't need as much cotton right now, I'm pretty sure, although it is important for textiles. Now that we are producing that, let me check to see which production tab we need the most of. So it looks like we made mostly carrots, not carrots. Why did I say that? I meant we need vegetables and wheat. So if we produce more wheat and vegetables, will really help combat that. And we'll continue that as we buy more cells. But yeah, we're starting to get farmland, which means we're probably gonna, it means we're probably gonna need something for them to eat, Like, they need a place to go get food. They could use a nice roadside diner. See, doesn't that look nice? Like a little roadside diner and all this farmland. I like that. Obviously, no one has purchased this place yet, and I really hope a restaurant buys this place, or else that's gonna be really weird. Let's wait and see if anybody moves in. Hopefully somebody will that's not anything that's not a diner. While that goes on, I feel like this would be a good area to expand and make a small neighborhood. But first, I need to make sure we get all the land taken care of first, so that way we are not using any of this land and not using it for farmland, because let's face it, we need farms, so it's best if I mostly use this for farmland first, so we don't get confused and accidentally build a neighborhood where it's supposed to be a farm. This fertile land area is perfect. I mean, look how many farms we have out here. Thinking about, has anybody built that diner yet? No, nobody has. How's sewage doing? Because I saw it was complaining. Sewage treatment is starting to get a little low. Now that we have this treatment plant, I should be able to easily fix that problem. Excuse me, that deep burp. I did not mean to do that. I've been drinking lots of water. I need the water. Let's put out a road here so we can expand this out to like a wastewater treatment facility. We'll put 2 in, and then that means we no longer have to pump out sewage. So goodbye, and no longer will you be near those homes. And we'll also bulldoze underground pipes. It's here. Underground mode, please. The city is expanding. That's going to significantly help people, as they will finally not have to worry about any of that sewage, as it will wash out the sea. Is this connected to the sea? Yeah, it's connected to the sea. We'll be fine. Oh my gosh, look how much farming we have out here. If this doesn't help production, I don't know what will. Like, look how much wheat we are producing right now. That's really good. We're gonna keep expanding those farms. Let's hear, is there any farming on this side of the lane? There is like slight bit, so let me extend this a little further. Because, like I said, I'm trying to make sure we do not build anything on this fertile land. Because if we do, then guess what? We can't use the fertile land. Unless I do eminent domain, and let's just say I don't feel like doing that to my citizens. Oh my gosh, because I built 10 farms, we got like the food production thing. It's a giant signature building factory. Wow, that's a lot of farms. Like, that is gonna definitely help us with making more production in this city. The problem is we don't have any ore, so we're gonna have to figure out a way to make it easier to import, or else we're gonna have serious problems. How's it going down here with the roundabout? All y'all are going a little fast on that roundabout. Sheesh, slow down. How's downtown looking? Got a few towers coming in for citizens. Good to see. We want that to keep happening. Everything's pretty much going well right now, and I love it because, I mean, oh, I see parts of land we didn't use. What did I say about not using land? It's gonna cause us problems. Okay, we have to figure out how to move this, so there we go, because I want to be able to make this perfect. There we go. When it comes to farmland, I need all the land being used. Like, we need to keep producing at max capacity. Oh, yikes. What happened over here? This thing happened recently? A hailstorm happened. Why didn't I get an emergency broadcast for that? Well, that explains why there's a massive accident over here. Whoa, this is... yikes. Wow, I can't believe I missed that. Well, I hope you all get the attention you need, and in the meantime, I'm gonna build in our district. I'll tell you what, it takes a long time to highlight islands and make them into a shape, but let's just say it's totally worth it, because that makes a perfect district. You can operate here and operate on the 2 districts across the water. We'll have you do that for now. That way we're getting as much education as we can out of you. And then how's it going over here? I seem to know how production's doing now that we're producing our own materials in the farming area. Wheat is still like out of control, inflation high. I don't want my farms, I don't want like my factories going out of business because I can't afford how much wheat they need. So we got to keep providing them with wheat, because I'm a good what is it, mayor or city planner? Technically I'm both, and we'll worry about that later. I'm trying to find the line where it's like perfectly lined up. More wheat, that's all we need. That's pretty much finished on this side, so now we can start considering moving this into urbanization. Like, now we can consider the urbanization, so that's good. Okay, I'm gonna extend this a little bit just so we can get enough. Turn this off, we can expand it and turn it into a main road. That way we're starting to get a neighborhood in this area, and I feel like it'll be a cool idea, because then we could start just building up a neighborhood around the farmland, which is really fun. It's gonna look cool. I guess this episode we're gonna be focusing a lot of that, producing raw materials. Let's see here, go ahead and expand this, and you guys, let's go ahead and give you commercial. What's going on over here? Why aren't there like, why didn't you finish the row houses here? Go and do that. Okay, more people want to move into the city because I guess that just means we're doing really well at making a good city. So let's just keep producing more homes to help combat that issue. Especially, like, I gotta expand this island first off. Like, that's gonna get its heavy expansion. And then also we gotta expand the new farmland small town area, which is perfect for what I mentioned last episode when I said I wanted to build a small town rural area. Reminds me of that scene from Elf where they were giving the book pitch. He's like, farms are out. Everybody's pushing small town rural. Farm book would just be white noise. Oh, I love that movie. And it's becoming that time of year where I can watch it. Yes, I will watch it this Christmas. But let's get through Thanksgiving, even though I've already started listening to Christmas music. I know what you all are probably thinking. You monster! Oh, please. I'm pretty sure a ton of you already listen to Christmas music. I wonder if City Skylines will put out a Christmas station like they did before. Now that would be nice. Okay, there we go. Those mid-rises need to come in because a lot of people were complaining that there weren't any mid-rises. Did you get that massive accident cleaned up? You did. Perfect. Now that that's cleaned up, I gotta keep focusing on getting these areas developed for a prime operation. We can put some offices here, and we'll just put some commercial strip here, some local commercial. I wonder if anybody's bought up that one building yet. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I wonder if anybody's bought up the diner yet. Let's see. I see a sign. Oh, someone did. Now let's just wait for the graphics to load in the sea because it looks like the sign's having a little few problems. Classic American style diner building for when you just want some nostalgia. Well, game, I love it. Thank you for giving me that opportunity to have that build. Hey, look, people are actually walking out here to the diner. So I've been watching a lot. I don't know why, but okay, be weirded out. As you know, I'm a meteorology major at my college. I'm working on getting that degree. This is going to hopefully not sound worse. I watch a lot of documentaries on the Weather Channel, and I was watching Deadline to Disaster. Love that one. Well, I started seeing they show overviews of like cities that experience natural disasters. And I looked at one and seeing how a small town is designed, I wanted to build one. That's how I got this idea, and I don't want you all to be weirded out that that's where I saw images and thought that's what I want to kind of create. So I want to just create this like kind of, like I said, small town rural, like really kind of like the community you would see if you came out to where I live, like what you would see. You'll see what I mean. Just let's get it built first. It's mixed use is a big one that comes with a neighborhood like this. You'll see. Has that sign loaded in yet? Because I really want to know what kind of diners. Oh, it's Burned Bean Coffee bought the diner. Very funny, Burnt Bean. Well, I'm happy you finally got a good business deal with yourself. I have to zoom in all the way to get it's a weird thing with the graphics. I have them turned up so they should be fine. It's just that it's like rendering seems to be a problem even when you're right next to the building. And sometimes it's a problem. I think it's because I'm, recording right now. That might be affecting a little bit. But usually when I play on my own, no problems occur. I wanted to try that along there. I could put some... Oh, another building. I get a jump scare every time those things pop up. Oh yeah, I forgot. I have this food production plant, which I should probably put over by the farm. Not by the farms, but by here, which we can have, so that'll produce food. And what was the other one I unlocked? Was it under here? Yeah, this one, like this apartment building, which would actually look really nice down here. Let me build that. Okay, I gotta move it so it's like lined up properly. Okay, we can polish that off there. Then we're gonna put some row housing there. And in order to make sure it doesn't spawn in the way I don't want to, I'm just gonna clear those two spots. And there we go. We're starting to build a small town, just like where I live. Wow, these farms are doing well. They're earning a lot of money. I hope how's our production considering we're doing this? Wheat the problem is it keeps going up for how much wheat we produce, so we're gonna keep trying to produce more and more wheat. But what's interesting is we're producing a lot of surplus of other goods because of how many factories we have, which is good because we want to keep producing those material goods. That way we're keeping up with the economy and we're exporting it for money if we get a surplus, which we have a few of them, which we're getting a surplus. So we'll just have to focus in. Hopefully it'll work. Here we go. I'm just expanding the farm so they line up with the road there. I cannot wait to see what this small town area is going to look like once it's completely developed. And I'm really excited to see it completely developed because it's going to look cool. And I'm going to be like, oh my gosh, it's so cool, Okay, get some more businesses along that strip. And you can get some small town homes, like some basic suburban homes. And every small town has a water tower. That is obviously true. So we gotta figure out where to put one of those later. Because it's a classic thing here in America, if I have any international viewers, that we have a water tower with the city's name on it. It's just a thing. How's this neighborhood doing that? We've been sitting here for a while. You guys look like you're developing. You look like you're doing well. Good to see, good to see. And I think the city overall is doing well too. How's telecom doing? Oh boy, that could be doing much better. We could get a server farm, but I think another radio mast might help. Let's put it along the water here. Where's the roadway on this thing? There it is. Let's just go ahead and find a place for this. Right. This will also help businesses earn some money. So let's go ahead and do that. What do you mean it's backwards? What? There. Now you're forward. Okay. How'd that help with telecom? Okay, that area has some telecom. They could use a better one down here. Might be a good idea to get a server farm, but that's like $50,000 upkeep. So if we could find an area where it would, right over here, it would work really well. Over here by the farmland. Let's see here. Where does the farmland end? Like I said, I don't want to be stealing farmland. Unless I could do something like this where I could... So we're not abusing too much of the farmland. We're going to push that out. Okay, push it out a little more. We're going to make it a little bit deep. We're going to insert the telecom tower. Then we're going to reform this. This is going to be a minute because it requires a lot of delicate touch. Making everything the way it needs to be. I feel like it's cool to have this farmland while having this occasional building within the area. Like where it's a telecom tower or a signature building. I think it really adds to the farmland, showing that we are using the land to its effect. Even adding some wind turbines would be amazing. Like, for example, if I were to take one of these and put them in here, I could just make it go in a circle around this thing. So that way we can have that. And I feel like it'd just be cool, you know? But I feel like it's a fun idea, and it helps add more story. I don't really play too much with story with my cities, other than like, oh, it's like this kind of city or that kind of city. And I still try to find ways to have fun, though. And I love this, just how we can really make some pretty cool designs with the city here. I've been seeing like all over City Skylines posting images of people's cities, and I'm like, wow, that's so good. There are people in the City Skylines Facebook group that I follow, and even they're like, it's not my best. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, that's amazing. I'm not one to go on the internet and like, you know, tell people negative things. I'm kind of the person who comes on the internet and tries to find what's the nicest possible thing I could tell someone to make their day, and it always works out. I never have any problems with not finding a nice thing to say. I guess that's just who I am. I'm pretty much known for being a really kind person in real life, so I always wanted to make sure that everyone's happy. How are we doing down here in downtown? I can see more high-rises are starting to sprout up, and I got to see the number one thing that comes with any downtown: traffic jams. Why are you guys all wearing coats? It's like 52 degrees outside. I mean, look at these people. I understand that you're probably cold, but could you at least warm up a little more? How are my citizens doing, by the way, I'm following? Oh yeah, didn't I only follow a senior? Oh, you moved? Oh, really? I need to follow more citizens. Let's find a... Hey, child. Elliot, you're going to my book now. And why don't we put your... I'm guessing that's your mom? No, that's just some random lady you're with. They're not even part of the same household. Literally. Like, if I click here, that lady is not even part of his household. Like, what? Did the parents just let their child go out and about with a random lady? Oh my gosh. I hope that's like a babysitter situation, or else that is weird. I wonder what kind of other households live in these buildings. Oh, we got one household. They own a pet. Aw, Annabelle, that's cute. Not much going on down here. Just people walking around, building new homes, getting moved in. You know, the classics. We're also providing jobs, and I could see an insane traffic jam that's probably going to cause problems later. I'm eventually going to probably build a new highway system through the city, but that won't be for like a long. Let's see what we can do to expand our industrial district further, helping production. Because right now we need some industrial district expansion to help out with what's going on. Well, that helped put a big chunk in it. Let's see if we can keep making that happen. Okay, I can do this. I'm not gonna grow irritated. It's creating a... Why are you doing that? Why are you creating that? Stop that. It's trying to create like a thing under the bridge, which I'm in favor of. Not right now, at least. Overlapping items. That was like... Okay, just like move slowly. This land is not smooth. I can already see like the lines not exactly being the greatest, but it's an industrial district. It doesn't mean pretty. I mean, look at that stupid hill it built right there. On the bright side, industrial satisfactory is done. If once the map editor comes out, I'm definitely making just a completely flat map with a few hills here and there. Because let's face it, we definitely need that. Am I burning garbage? Oh yeah, I am. I was wondering if I was. Lack of high labor skill. Okay, we're teaching high school students, we're teaching elementary school students. I guess we just don't have a college? Wait, we do. I remember building one. I guess we just need another one to satisfy the amount of students that are there, because otherwise teachers are going to get overwhelmed. And let's face it, I do not want to have problems with that. Or maybe it's that we need a university. Nobody's eligible for it. So, what? No, actually 1,000 citizens are eligible for it. I'm just reading all kinds of things wrong tonight, am I? Okay, I'm thinking we expand this road out and we put some educational facilities out here. I really want to put the eventually I want to get a university and put like the stuff like the medical university and all that in the same area, because I feel like that'd be really cool to have like one giant university campus. Okay, over here we will work to getting a new college so we can help fund students' education for their futures. And this area is gonna get smooth. I don't know how long I'm gonna have to sit here to do this. We need another university. Oh, and we reached level 10 milestone. I guess we are a small city now. And what? We weren't a city before? Let me go ahead and see what's going to happen with this college. So what do we get with this milestone? So now we have high density offices. We can do combustion engine bans, city promotion, basically encouraging more tourists to come here, a new loan limit, and high speed highways, along with new money, then more development points, and 15 new squares. So let's go ahead and go into development. I do really want to get a subway, but let's see what we need. Prison, we're not dealing too much with that problem right now. And technical university would be nice, but we don't need that right now. Disease control center. I might need intersections when we get there. Ooh, it's really hard to choose. Let's think about what we need. I feel like we're gonna need a subway. I feel like we're gonna need intersection. We have 2 points we can spend left. We can get a geothermal power plant or a hydraulic plant. What else can we get? A technical university. We can get firefighting towers. That'd be good. We can get water transport. And considering we might need that to help, let's unlock this so we can get things like cargo ships. Now we can get high density offices, which I was saving some spots in downtown for, specifically that. So now we can get those and really help this skyline come in. So intersections, they're just pre-built. Sometimes I have hard times with intersections and sometimes I'm really good at them. That's why I wanted to unlock those. And now we have both subway transport, which we need a subway rail yard before we can include that, but that's just for when the city gets really big. And then we also have harbor, which is for cruise liners. And then we have the cargo hub, which is for those cargo ships. I wanted to get that as it could help with production in our industrial sector, which I might consider getting very soon. So yeah, we can do that now. The only one we don't have is air, which is going to be a minute before we get the air traffic. See what we can do in the morning. We're already at 23,000 pots, so that's really good to see. And there are more people wanting to move into the city. And I think what's definitely going to help is these offices, because that means a lot of people are going to want to work in those offices. So we'll just have to see what happens. But in the meantime, our city still needs more residents. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to provide them with that. It could also use some more commercial. So we're going to figure out how to provide them with that too. So let's go ahead and double down. Let's get some stuff up in here to help out with our little problem. We're going to put some stuff here to help out with homes. Get a commercial strip going. Some more mixed use housing. Actually, make that regular housing. There, that should help with our few of our issues. And then we need more regular suburbia homes. So we're going to build that behind the college campus. I'm hoping this college campus can handle capacity for the time being, because it's about to have a lot of students be showing up. Okay, they have 232 students currently showing up. Okay, that's manageable for now. And there we go. More people are moving in. Can't believe we reached level 10 already. We have 23,000 populates. We're doing good. Now, here's a problem I can see. It looks like a lot of people are trying to get into the city this way, and then you can see that traffic is really backed up all the way to this little roundabout system here. I think the big problem we need to figure out is, well, I don't know, we'll have to figure it out, because the roundabout system is working, and I think it's because we only have one main point of entry right now in the city. So if we were to build a second main point of entry to the city, we would have more people coming in and we wouldn't have to worry as much about problems. So maybe if we made more than one point of entry, we could definitely help. So that might be a good idea to put a new highway system in that could help combat that issue. Thank goodness I bought intersections then. How's this place building up? I see you guys are building more and more to help out with although they have to walk. So why don't I help you guys out? Give you a little taxi stop there. That way you can wait for a taxi to show up. I would get you a bus, but we don't have a current system out there right now, which we will work on. I will get that done. But hopefully that bus service will get eventually over. Right now we can only provide you with the taxi. Well, technically I could provide them with a bus service, but I mean, we already have enough buses as is. What the heck? Let's design a new system. Okay, we are gonna need definitely some stops in downtown to help combat anything that's gonna become traffic problems there. And I see reports of fires in the area. I have the music turned off, but I kind of wish the music could stop, but the emergency broadcast did. Like, because for recording purposes, I don't want to play copyrighted music. That way we know it's the one that's hooked up to the train station. And this is a problem I keep seeing. Things that saying no vehicles, building more depots and gain access to larger pool of vehicles. Okay, so basically there's not enough bus transportation vehicles. Where is a bus transportation facility? Is this a bus transportation facility? All 25 vehicles are in use. Can we extend the garage? No. Okay, so we need to build a secondary bus. That's a little weird that there's a limit to the vehicles, but I can fix that. We'll build it right across the street. Now, buses are on the way. Oh my gosh, guys, you do realize there's only like a few taxis in the city, right? I mean, look how many have to show up just to pick up all the people here. How many people are waiting at this taxi stand? I hate to break it to you, it's gonna be a hot minute. Why don't you take the bus? They're more on time. All right, so now that's getting better. Not enough vehicles. There's only 2 active vehicles on that whole line. Isn't that kind of stupid? That's kind of stupid. Here, we need more vehicles ready to go. Please, go somewhere else. I don't need you all to come to the same spot. I hate that. Ooh, on the right side, downtown's looking really good. It's building up more and more offices. And my home. Whoa, look how many people are parked in this lot. I might charge a little more of a fee. Ooh, we can connect the 2 neighborhoods. How's the mail service over here? Because I know citizens really like having reliable mail. I'm just trying to see where the nearest post office is, because you might need a... Because sometimes you'll need a mailbox. Sometimes you'll need the flat out post office. So let's go ahead and build one of those over here. How are parks over here? What about hospitals? This area does not have any health. Well, it does have health, but it doesn't have any health clinics. So let's say, like, did I not put a cemetery because I, like, vividly remembered? I think the city's going really well as we keep expanding more and more and getting more people moved in, especially with this whole... I really hope people are actually using the train service, because I specifically have that service in motion to make sure that nothing happens. Whoa, this parking lot is full. Do I need to provide more short-term parking? Thank you guys for watching. I'm happy we got to expand the city more, especially with agriculture or getting new neighborhoods built and seeing downtown develop. Please like the video so the YouTube algorithm can recommend this content, and subscribe to my channel if you enjoyed City Skylines 2 content, any gaming content, or anything with me. Also, check out Garrett Sims. It's my extra channel I have for just simming content. Please like the video so more people can see this. We are really closing in on 100 subscribers, and I really want to beat that before the end of the year. We are really close. We just need to get a few more people. Subscribe, and also check out my Instagram and Discord, link down below in the description, and also my channel is down there too. But thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye!